Some people do not fall apart loudly. They just keep going while feeling more and more exhausted inside. Not the kind of exhaustion that sleep can fix, but the kind that comes from thinking too much, carrying too much, and staying strong for too long. You may look fine on the outside, but deep down you feel drained. And if that sounds familiar, you may not need more pressure. You may need more mental endurance. So, what is mental endurance really? Think of it like emotional stamina. Just like your body can build physical endurance over time, your mind can build the ability to handle discomfort, uncertainty, pressure, and challenges. Mental endurance means staying calm when life feels chaotic, thinking clearly under pressure, not giving up too quickly, and being able to recover after emotionally difficult moments. It does not mean you never cry. It does not mean you never feel overwhelmed. And it does not mean you are strong every second of the day. It simply means this: even when things are hard, you do not completely lose yourself. You may bend, but you do not break. For many women, mental exhaustion does not come from one big crisis. It comes from constant pressure. Work responsibilities, family needs, household demands, emotional labor, decision making, worrying about the future, trying to be strong for everyone else. And after a while, that invisible load starts to wear you down. You wake up tired, you lose patience faster, small problems feel bigger than they should, and even simple decisions feel heavier than they used to. That does not mean you are weak. It means your mind has been carrying too much for too long. And if you are also carrying for other people, that load can get even heavier. CDC data shows caregivers report more frequent mental distress and depression than non-caregivers. That is exactly why building mental endurance matters, because life may not always get lighter, but you can become stronger in the way you respond to it. Before we talk about how to build mental endurance, we need to talk about what slowly weakens it. One of the biggest causes is chronic stress without recovery. Stress itself is a normal human response. The World Health Organization says stress is a natural response to challenges and threats, but the way we respond to stress makes a big difference to our well-being. So when you keep going without rest, your mind stops feeling safe. It becomes reactive, tired, and overloaded. Another major reason is negative self-talk. If your inner voice keeps saying, "I can't do this, I'm failing, I should be doing more," then even normal life starts to feel heavier. Another factor is trying to avoid every hard emotion. The more you run from discomfort, the harder discomfort feels when it finally shows up. And finally, mental endurance gets weaker when you live with no boundaries, too many demands, too much noise, too many people pulling from your energy. A drained mind cannot stay strong for long. So how do you build mental endurance? The first step is to stop treating rest like weakness. A lot of people think pushing through non-stop is strength, but real strength is knowing when your mind needs recovery. Rest is not laziness, it is maintenance. Even athletes need recovery days, and your brain does too. That means better sleep, quiet time, less overstimulation, less pressure to always be productive. CDC says adults need at least 7 hours of sleep each day, and getting less than that counts as insufficient sleep. Because when your mind is always on, it loses its ability to handle stress well. So if you want more mental endurance, start by giving your nervous system a chance to breathe. The second way to build mental endurance is to change the way you talk to yourself, because the voice in your head becomes the environment you live in. If your inner voice is harsh, critical, and hopeless, every hard day feels even harder. But when you learn to speak to yourself with more calm and honesty, you build inner stability. For example, instead of saying, I can't handle this, try saying, this is hard, but I can handle it one step at a time. Instead of, I am falling apart, try, I am under pressure right now and I need to slow down. That shift matters because mentally strong people are not always more confident. They are often just more supportive toward themselves in difficult moments. The third way to build mental endurance is to practice staying present during discomfort. Mental endurance does not grow when life is easy. It grows when you face difficulty and do not run from it immediately. That could mean having a hard conversation, staying calm during stress, finishing something even when you feel unmotivated, or sitting with uncomfortable emotions without distracting yourself right away. The key is not to overwhelm yourself. Start small. Every time you stay steady in a difficult moment, you send yourself a powerful message. I can do hard things. And over time, that message changes you. The fourth way to increase mental endurance is to build routines that protect your mind. That means protecting your mental energy before it gets drained. Simple things make a real difference. Getting enough sleep, taking breaks, moving your body, reducing mental clutter, spending less time around constant negativity, pausing before reacting. Mental endurance is not only about how you handle storms, it is also about how you prepare before the storm comes. A strong mind is often built through ordinary daily habits, not dramatic life changes. And the more consistent your habits are, the more resilient your mind becomes. Another important part of mental endurance is learning not to collapse after one bad day. One bad day does not mean you are failing. One emotional reaction does not mean you are weak. One setback does not erase your progress. Mentally resilient people still struggle. They still get tired. They still have moments when they feel defeated. The difference is this: they do not turn one hard moment into a permanent identity. They do not say, I am a mess. They say, I'm having a hard day. That mindset protects your strength, because when you stop judging yourself so harshly, you recover faster. Mental endurance also grows when you stop saying yes to everything. This part is hard for many women, because so many have been taught to be available, helpful, strong, and giving all the time. But constantly overextending yourself does not make you mentally stronger. It makes you mentally depleted. Boundaries are not selfish, they are protective. Sometimes mental endurance is built by saying, no, I can't do that today. I need time to think. I need rest. I can't carry this for everyone. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it is wise. And the more you honor your limits, the more stable and strong your mind becomes. Here is a simple truth people forget. Mental endurance is not built in a big dramatic moments. It is built quietly. In the mornings you get up even when your mind feels heavy. In the moments you choose not to panic. At times you pause instead of react. These days you keep going with patience instead of pressure. That is how strength is built. Slowly, daily, honestly. Not through perfection, but through practice. So what is mental endurance? It is the ability to stay steady under pressure, recover from hard moments, and keep moving forward without losing yourself. And how do you build it? You rest, you improve your self-talk, you face discomfort in small ways, you protect your mental energy, you stop judging yourself for every hard day, and you set boundaries that help you stay well. Mental endurance is not about becoming harder. It is about becoming stronger, calmer, and more resilient. And the good news is this: it can be built one day at a time, one choice at a time, one thought at a time. Light your path, keep moving forward. If this video helped you understand mental endurance a little better, Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me which part spoke to you most. And share this video with someone who may need this reminder today.